Isa and this is...
I'm Miss Sarah, and we are here
for kids yoga.
For kids yoga! For a very special kids yoga class with you! And we're so excited.
Yes.
So Isa, can you tell me a little bit about what our theme is for today?
I think it may be reptiles.
Reptiles?
Yeah.
That sounds really fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's first come up with some ideas of reptiles. I know we talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
We even made a list of some different ideas, didn't we? So let's list off those different ideas, and then I think we can make what's called a yoga flow out of some different reptile poses, okay? A yoga flow is where you take several poses and you line them up in a row and you do them one after the other, and then you do them again one after the other. So it's kind of like a yoga dance with our yoga poses.
Okay.
So let's think, what are some of the reptiles that we came up with earlier?
I think number one was lizard.
Lizard.
Ooh, I have a great idea of a lizard pose.
Okay.
Okay.
And then go ahead. And then I'll show you a lizard pose too.
Okay.
Whoa, look at that lizard pose. Your body is so long, like a lizard's body is long. Can I show you? There is actually a yoga pose called lizard pose.
Oh my goodness.
Can I show you what it looks like?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, before we do some poses, we should probably warm our bodies up, huh? Okay. So today, for our warm-up, you're going to stand with your hands and your feet together. And then we're going to spread our arms and our feet really, really wide. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And then bring it back together. Breathe in, spread them out. Breathe out, come together. Breathe in, spread out.
It's kind of like doing jumping jacks.
It is kind of like doing really slow jumping
And
jacks.
then
Breathe out, come together. One more time. All right, do you feel a little warmed up now?
Yeah.
Okay, me too. So, lizard pose, here we go. All right, I'm just gonna shake my body out a little bit to warm up.
Me too.
A little bit more. And then for lizard pose, first thing we do is take a deep breath in and raise your arms up over your head. And then exhale, fold forward. And you're gonna step your hands forward for, what's this pose called?
Downward dog.
Downward dog, downward facing dog. But this isn't the end of lizard pose. So from here, you bring your shoulders forward into plank pose.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna come back to plank pose in a little while. And then you bring your leg forward like this. This is lizard pose. So you put your foot on the outside of your hands by your pinky. Yep, just like that. Lizard pose.
And you might fall over like this.
And you might fall down. And if you fall down, then just try again. Okay, and then you can do, step your foot back and do lizard pose with the other foot. Lizard pose.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So, that is lizard pose. All right, so remember lizard pose because we're going to use it on our yoga flow. Now, there's another pose that's kind of similar to lizard pose, but it has a different name. And it is kind of a type of lizard, but it's really big. And it has really big teeth.
And it's in the
It does like to be in the water.
and it's really, really sneaky. So
Yikes.
be careful.
Really sneaky?
Yes.
Oh man.
I think it's a
Alligator?
Yep.
So alligators can be super still. Very, very still, can't they? And very sneaky. So alligator pose
Hey.
is like this. Oh, you want to show me your version of alligator pose, and then I'll show you the one we're going to use for our flow. Yikes. It's a sneaky, sneaky alligator. Oh no, a sneaky alligator. Oh my goodness. So sneaky. Oh, that sneaky alligator is walking. I see it walking. Jump! Whoa. That was such a sneaky alligator.
That's what you're doing.
Wow. Friends, can you pretend like you're a sneaky alligator at home? Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky alligator. And then at the last minute, jump!
I'm
Okay.
ready to see yours.
You ready to see my alligator pose?
Yep.
So it's kind of close to lizard pose, but a little bit different. So alligators have really long bodies, don't they? They have long tails, and they have strong, strong legs, okay? So this is our alligator pose. You tuck your toes under and pick up the plank pose. So drop your bottom down a little bit. Plank pose.
And then you can
For alligator pose. And you'll just be really, really, really still and wait for your lunch to show up. Okay. So far, we're actually gonna, alligator pose will be the first pose in our flow, okay? So we have alligator pose and lizard pose and alligator pose. And next is another reptile. This one doesn't have any legs.
Nope.
No legs.
But it can still move around.
It can still move around because it has so many muscles.
Yes, and hit.
And it makes that sound. Friends at home, do you have a guess of what this next reptile is? Isa, can you tell us?
A snake.
A snake!
Do you want to see my snake?
I would love to see your snake pose.
Okay, ready?
Yes. Whoa. Look at that snake pose. Wow. Oh, that is just such a great snake pose. All right, would you like to see my snake pose?
Yeah.
So this snake pose is actually a yoga pose that has a snake's name.
Oh.
Did you know that there is such a thing as a yoga pose named after a snake?
No.
And this type of snake is a pretty famous snake. And its name starts with a C. Its name is Cobra. All right, I'm gonna show you Cobra pose. Are you ready?
Yeah, that's a very dangerous.
Cobra pose. Okay, so for Cobra pose, you start in a very similar way that we start for alligator pose and lizard pose, but this time you're gonna lay your legs and your tummy down on the mat and put your hands next to your shoulders and lift your head up. But because snakes don't have any legs or arms, instead of using your arm muscles to lift your head up, use your back and tummy and side muscles. So lift up and put your feet together like your toes are your snake's tail.
Oh.
And then you can go. Okay, so far we have 3 poses, right?
Yes.
What's the first pose in our flow is alligator pose. Alligator pose. And then lizard pose. Then we'll do alligator pose again. And then snake pose. Ooh. So alligator alligator, lizard, alligator, snake. And then, are you ready for the next one? Yes. The next one is actually a bonus pose that we didn't talk about earlier. Do you want to turn so that our friends can see your face?
Oh, sorry.
So this one is another type of lizard. So we talked about one giant type of lizard, right? An alligator. This type of lizard is actually really, really tiny. Can you show me tiny, tiny size with your fingers? Tiny size, tiny, tiny size. This is a tiny lizard. Not quite that tiny, but very tiny. And this lizard is so cute. It has round eyes and a face that looks like it's smiling. And I used to live close to the tropics, and we had these lizards living inside our house.
Oh my goodness.
They would crawl on the walls and crawl on the ceiling. And do you know what their job was?
What?
To eat the mosquitoes that came inside.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that an important job?
Yeah.
These lizards are called geckos. Geckos, they have sticky fingers so they can crawl on walls, and they eat mosquitoes, and they're tiny and cute. So we're gonna do gecko pose. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, gecko pose is like this. Start on hands and knees. And geckos have a long tail, so pick up one of your legs and make it a long tail. And geckos have a long tongue, so pick up your opposite arm. So we've got one leg going back. Pick up your opposite arm and make it your tongue. Bloop, bloop. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing with the other side. Pick up your other leg. Bloop. Grab those mosquitoes. That
You may fall over.
is gecko pose.
You may fall over like I did.
You might fall over like Isa did. So, our yoga flow. Alligator, lizard, alligator, snake. Alligator, lizard, alligator, gecko. Okay? Ready? Should we do all those together? All right, hands and knees. And tuck your toes under. Ready, friends? Alligator, lizard, alligator, snake. Tuck your toes under. Alligator. Now do the other leg. Lizard, alligator, gecko.
Gecko.
Okay, we're gonna do it again.
Alright.
And then we're gonna
I
add.
need some water.
You need some water?
Yes.
Well, we're gonna do this one more time. You can get some water when we're finished with our class, okay?
Okay.
All right. Alligator, lizard, alligator, snake, alligator, other leg, lizard, alligator, gecko. This time do the other leg. Boop, boop. Right, friends, that was great. We did it. Okay, so I have one more reptile pose that we're actually going to use for our calming down pose today. So before we do that, we're going to get on hands and knees one more time. And we're going to do a little bit of just moving our body around. So move your back and your hips and your head.
And just like be silly with your body.
Be silly with your body. And feel how your back, your spine can move. And your muscles can move. And you can sit on your heels and you can spin from side to side. All right. Now, sitting on your heels again, nice and tall. Isa, do you remember what this pose is called?
Superhero pose.
Hero pose. So you want your shoulders back and your heart lifted like you're a superhero.
About to save the day.
Hero pose. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, fold forward. Put your hands down. And imagine that you are hiding in your shell. And you are a turtle.
A baby turtle.
A baby turtle.
I am a baby turtle.
And baby turtle, you can lift your head up and look around. Look around. And baby turtle, you can move your arms to reach out, but keep your bottom down. This is our turtle pose for today. In yoga, this is called child's pose, but we're going to use it for turtle pose today. So take some deep breaths here and feel your back stretch and relax.
You made me yawn.
Yeah, you can yawn really big. Yawning is a good way to help your body rest.
I didn't even yawn on purpose. I didn't even yawn on purpose.
You didn't yawn on purpose. Sometimes our body just yawns because it knows that's what it needs, huh?
And I know that I need water.
Okay, we're going to get some water in just a minute. All right, in your child's pose, your turtle pose, close your eyes and take a deep breath in and then sigh it out. One more time, take a deep breath in. And while you're here with your forehead resting on the floor or on your yoga mat, think about one thing that you are grateful for.
My mom.
Maybe it's something that feels like it's a gift in your life. Maybe it's a person. Maybe it's an adventure.
Maybe it's your mommy.
Well, maybe it's your mommy.
Like
Maybe it's
mommy.
a thing that you have. Think about what that is. And think about how much you are so thankful for that gift. And then in your heart, you can just say, thank you for being in my life. Thank you.
You're the one I'm thinking about.
You're thinking about me?
Mm-hmm.
Aw, how sweet. I love you, Isa.
Yeah.
All right, and then we're going to take one more deep breath and wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And sigh that breath back out. And then we'll slowly come up to hands and knees and wiggle your body around.
And stretch.
And then sit down on your bottom and stretch.
Like you just woke up from the best nap ever.
That's right, like you just woke up from the best nap ever.
I actually feel sleepy.
And you can put your hands together at your heart. And sit up nice and tall.
Yes, in hero pose.
Hero pose is a good way to sit up nice and tall. All right, Isa, would you like to thank our friends for joining us today? You want me to?
Both of us.
Both of us? Okay. Thank you for joining us for Kids Yoga today. Namaste.